Okay, and of course, Jube, man. All right, if there's anybody who's survived jail, is this man. And going on and giving us some good music, man. I hope he's going to give us another hot track. And of course, this one is Ndikokele featuring a couple of well-known artists such as Rebecca Malope, Benjamin Dube, and Mlindo, the vocalist. I hope you enjoyed it, man. All right, so we are about to get into our conversation with our guest who is here, who joins us this morning. And of course, this is a gentleman's club. We're about to kick it off, a great conversation with our guest. And I'm about to tell you about this gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready, gentlemen? Are you ready?
Ready.
Because I know you guys have been, you ready? You ready? Because I know you guys have been wanting to chat to this gent for a little while, man. So I'm going to introduce him in a short while. So let me tell you about him, okay? So the guy we have in studio with us is, his name is Dior. He's a 22-year-old creative strategist and a brand developer from Mafikeng, Northwest, known for a sharp cultural sensibility and a deep passion for impactful storytelling. Dior works across the fashion, beauty and tech industries, helping brands connect with today's audiences in meaningful ways. What sets apart is an unshakable thirst for growth and learning. Whether diving into new industries, testing fresh ideas, or refining strategies, Dior brings curiosity and drive to every project. With experience in retail strategy, digital engagement, and brand building, Dior combines creative thinking with a strong sense of purpose. Grounded, international, and always evolving, Dior represents a new wave of thinkers shaping Africa's future. This is a 22-year-old. Can you believe it, man? Come on, man. Let's give him a big
Sure.
All the way from Northwest, man. Can you believe it? Northwest has some gold in there, man. How you doing, my brother?
No, I'm amazing. How's everyone?
I'm good, man. Good to see you. Nice jacket. Shout out to Bogart for dressing you up.
Hey, man, always on point. I cannot deny that.
Yeah, it feels good, right? Nice fabric.
Material is premium. I won't lie. No stitching is sticking out. I think this is quality wear.
Yeah.
Nothing itching your back.
No, you know that no tag.
Yeah.
There's nothing there.
Wow, man. So brilliant profile. When you hear it, what does it make you feel, man? Is this you we're talking about?
Yeah, it's me. It's kind of a crazy story now. The more I think about it and the more I hear about it, it's like time just flies, man.
Yeah.
Time just flies. Age isn't a factor anymore. It's really just the effort you put in.
Yeah, I mean, that's what makes this so incredible about your story, is that you're 22 years old, but you've done so much and you are doing so much. And you say, like, age is nothing but just a number. So let's talk about when it all started for you. So born and bred in Mafikeng.
Born and bred in Mafikeng, you know, I was born in Ramasadi village, just there in Mafikeng. We didn't have much, honestly. Didn't have much starting off. My dad was a very hard worker, so blessed as we were, we managed to move out of the townships and we moved more into the suburban area in Mafikeng. And from there, me and my mom moved down to Hartebia Sports, where I did my schooling. So I think it really all started there. That's when I started seeing the business mindset, really what money can buy.
Yeah.
Being surrounded in that area at the time. And after high school, I just moved up to here in Fourways. I moved up to Fourways, and that's where I really started my own hustle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did the hustle start, man? Like, what was the first business that you jumped into, and at what age were you?
I was 19 when I started. It was actually quite funny.
Yeah.
In my metric year, I was there playing a game on my PlayStation, GTA, and I put over 2,000 hours in it. I had like everything. I had like everything you could have in the game, penthouses, all these fancy cars, and I turned off my PlayStation and I'm just sitting there in my room like I don't even have a car.
Man, talk about dream building.
I'm telling you, right?
Man, I'm like,
yeah.
I put 2,000 hours into this and I got all that, but when I turn off the PlayStation, what do I have? So
Yeah.
it's like, now screw this, man. Let me actually put 2,000 hours into.
But in the game, it feels real.
In the game, it feels real.
Yeah.
But man, it's like a simulation of life. So I'm like, man, let me just actually get up and do this.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then, so take us through your journey. What did you study after high school?
I'm still studying, actually.
Okay.
I'm in my 3rd year studying BCom digital marketing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I actually have more experience doing the thing than I do have years studying it. So
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Do you get bored
Wow.
in class because you're applying what you already know?
No, I don't get bored in class.
Okay.
Depends on what modules, but the ones that are actually implementable, I don't get bored at all. I find ways to sort of just add on to what the lecture is saying, and I have a frame of reference when we speak about them.
Yeah.
I won't lie. A lot of people say there's a bit of a trend going on saying university's a scam and all that. Not really. No.
Yeah.
I can derive the value from it whilst actually implementing it, and I can tell you it does take you to another level.
Is it because you're implementing as you learn?
It is
not just learn, and then implement after 4 years when you're done with your schooling, and probably things have changed.
Yeah, it's because I'm implementing as I learn. I can definitely say implementing as you learn is the best way to go about it.
Yeah.
You're cracking the mold, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Remember, the old school is go to college, get a degree, get in a good line, and get a good job. You are the job in the institution that's teaching how to get in the line and get the job, but you're saying that the share value is very equitable. You're learning at the same time. You're building a whole new system.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
My goodness.
And my question, since you already have real life experience in this industry, do you find a lot of the education, is it more fundamental, or is it kind of parallel as far as what you're learning in school compared to like real situations that you're dealing with before you got into the college class?
I'll definitely say it's building on fundamentals, because there's so much changing in this day and age where if they want to teach you how to use, let's say, Google Ads dashboard, that dashboard will change by when you finish graduating. So it's more so the fundamentals. But the value is also derived in the fact that you're not learning random things. There's a structure to what you're learning. If you're on your own, you sort of just go onto YouTube and you'll learn the most random things at the most random times, and trying to piece that together makes it extremely difficult. But the structure that syllabus brings onto the table brings a lot of value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you studying, how far are you? You said you're on your 3rd year.
Yeah, I'm on my 3rd year.
What varsity are you studying through?
I'm at Stadio, then Eco Park, actually. It's Pretoria.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you go into class every day, or you do from home or from the office?
I go to class every day.
You do?
I do.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like so it's like a father, right?
Yeah.
The son is extremely creative and talented, or the daughter. The father, the mother, they teach you the blueprint.
Yeah.
But sometimes in today's era, the young people will say, I don't need the old folks. I can do it on my own.
Oh, no.
But you're absolutely the opposite of that. You're saying, no, I do need this building block. At the same time, you're doing quantum building on a whole nother dimensional level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that? Is there a pressure, like when you're in class and you know more than the professor does about the topic he's teaching? How do you manage that? Does he feel a little, remember I said earlier, the coach always can be coachable. How do you deal with that kind of creative talent when that talent is beyond your level?
Yeah.
Basically, can you actually teach the teacher something?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But
Sure.
I tend to come after the lesson. I prefer one-on-one discussions.
Respect.
There's no reason for me to
Respect's
interrupt.
honorable. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, there's no reason for me to interrupt the whole class for just because I think,
Just to break your teacher, huh? I'm gonna kill you. Finish him.
No, I don't. But also, it's a thing of mutual respect, because I can tell them what's currently trending and what's currently going on, but they can tell me the fundamentals. You know, it's like a mutual consultancy.
Wow.
If you were to say that. So
Yeah, that's dope, man. All right, so we're gonna talk about your business, the company you represent, and the new social media company that you guys have built. But before we get into that, let's talk about social media, because you're studying it.
Yeah.
Why do people use social media?
Social media depends on which one you're talking about, man. They all serve different purposes.
Okay, let's talk about Facebook, because you know, I mean, a lot of folk are on Facebook.
Facebook is more so for the older generation, as I'm sure you guys know.
Oh, wow.
You all
That's how you
probably have
feel,
it downloaded.
It's for the old folk.
Yeah, man. It's about
I'm
sure, guys, but
sure. Wait, now you're killing the teacher.
everyone here has Facebook downloaded on their phones. You're all dying inside.
Man, save us.
Hey man, but teach us, man. You know, we all here to learn. You know what I'm saying?
So, Facebook is about connectivity. It's about learning groups. You know, they have the other Facebook groups where you can just join in, and those are communities where they share education and learning and such. In the simplified way that I explain Facebook is who you are. Instagram is who you want to be. TikTok is just your real side. That side is just goofy. I don't know, man.
I still don't understand TikTok.
Yeah. The older generation.
Weird, man, right? Like they're just on there, just bopping. Like, what's happening here? Get a headache.
Yeah. No, so Facebook is definitely who you are. If you go onto Facebook, you see the kids, you see, picture of you and your wife going just at home. And Instagram is where, you're showing your best side. You got your lighting sorted out. You got the
It's
sun
not
turns.
real.
Yeah.
It's an art studio. I got it.
Yeah. So understanding those dynamics will put you in a position where you can actually target your market accurately,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think people use social media incorrectly? Like, you don't know what, like you say, you know that if you're on Facebook, it's about who you are, and then Instagram is something else? Or do you think people just use it because it's just social media?
People decide how to use it correctly. I can't tell you how to use it correctly. You as the people are what makes it correct, and the businesses, the meta, those industries sort of follow in what that is. But I do think people that aren't familiar with it will go onto the wrong platform to express themselves in a certain way. So if you go onto TikTok trying to, be a Facebook person, you won't make any genuine connections there.
Yeah.
You won't make many genuine connections there. But if you go to Facebook trying to make genuine connections, that's when you will actually, get that trend. If you try to go onto Instagram trying to represent yourself in a LinkedIn kind of manner, with your business portfolio and such,
Won't work.
no.
Yeah.
People
That's
get
amazing.
bored.
Yeah.
You're teaching.
And let's talk about X, former Twitter. Now that Elon has taken it over, changed the name.
Yeah.
Is it still representing what it used to be and what it used to represent?
I think it has slightly changed. I think it has slightly changed. With Elon's name being on it, there's a lot of hate and there's a lot of malice. But all in all, I think it's still sort of like a know-it-all platform.
You mean the users think they are know-it-alls?
Yeah, somewhat
Okay.
like that. Yeah.
So those are the a-holes. Another this guy here.
Yeah, X and Reddit are sort of similar. So yeah, know-it-alls are on X. Apologies if you're on X, guys, but everyone knows.
I know everything.
Yeah.
And then let's talk about YouTube. I mean, apparently it's the second biggest search engine in the world at the moment.
Yeah, YouTube got bought out by Google, so now you can actually go into Google Ads. I think it's been bought out for a while, so you can actually go on Google Ads, put a video there, and that's how you get your ads to actually show up on YouTube. So yeah, YouTube is growing immensely. The scope of it and the quality of the content on it is rapidly expanding, and I would say the same for Instagram as well. I've seen that they have a few updates coming, and they're going to change Instagram completely, especially with the integration of AI that's coming into the industry. And times are going to change. What you know now about social media, things are going to change very quickly.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that new movement towards AI and all of the social media platforms?
AI is a tool, it's like a pen or a hammer. If I have a pen, I just take meeting notes, But if an artist has a pen, they could do, we have a beautiful table in front of us here. They could sketch art like this. If a writer has a pen, they could create a universe like Marvel, It's really in the user, the powers in the
hands
user.
it's on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I have a hammer, man, I could probably bend a nail, take a nail out of a board, but a construction worker could probably build a house, So AI is it's just the same.
Yeah. Is it going to take a lot of jobs like everybody's fearing?
Yeah.
It's already started.
Yeah, it's already started. A company that has about 100 employees can now probably work at 50 employees. Just the admin, the administration work. If you know how to do proper prompts, the administration work can be shifted. Consultation, I'm not saying it's going to completely take out consultation, but in terms of consultation for the minor things, I think people will start using AI and such.
It's interesting you said what you said, because there's something I read that said about 50 years ago, if you were to build 100 million rand company, you needed over 1,000 people to do it.
Yeah.
Now you just need about 8 people to run 100 million rand business or dollar business. And an example was actually used using Instagram to say the staff is so much smaller, but the company makes more money.
Yeah.
In a business perspective, it's smart to diminish overhead as close as you can get to zero.
Yeah.
The closer you get to zero, cost for manufacturing and product, goods, and services to get to the end user, if you can eradicate most of your staff and you can utilize digital technology and robots, why the hell wouldn't you do that?
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you're an entrepreneur trying to build money. See, here we have a question of high touch, high tech. Where's the line?
No, definitely. I was thinking of a model whilst I was actually coming here. For, let's say, videography or graphic design. So there's a lot of AI softwares that are coming out now that actually take out a lot of the work in the graphic design or the videography. So what that does is your production time gets smaller, and in a way, if it depends on how you structure it, obviously, but you can cut your expenses, and that in that way you can cut the cost to the customer. Pushing volume, and it's just crazy, man. The way AI is impacting everything.
I have a question on that then. So here you have this technology piece, right? And you have a bunch of creative entrepreneurs building new empires, if you will. That looks like absolute robot saturation. So what happens when you have a ton of companies doing the same things with different names, reaching for the same customer base and the same revenue stream? How does that look now when people don't have jobs and they can't compete with robots?
That's a question for an economist, but the way I see it is a market crash, because if there's no money in circulation in the economy, then no one's going to be able to buy the products, which is going to result in the price dropping. And I don't know, I think the government takes out a loan or something, tries to put out subsidies. But the actual physical work, like, building houses and such, that'll always be in place until, I don't know, Elon builds a robot or something.
Yeah.
They got him.
He's already got them.
Yeah, man.
All right, gentlemen, let's take a quick break. We've got to just get 1 or 2 stories. King, you ready on your side? But before that, we've got a news update with our brother Rabbi Road. As soon as we come back, King, you can jump in and give us some updates with the world of what's happening in the world of business and tech?
Sure can.
You ready? All right. Firstly, let's take a listen to what my brother Rabbi Road has to give us in terms of updates with the world of news in South Africa. Let's take a listen.
For the Gentlemen's Club on Bogart Radio, this is Ditaba in 2 minutes. My name is Rabbi Road. On international news, US President Donald Trump has threatened to impose an extra 10% tariff on any country aligning with what he calls the anti-American policies of the BRICS bloc. Trump had set a July 9 deadline for the new trade agreements, warning that tariffs would be enforced from August 1 if deals are not reached. Letters detailing specific tariff rates are expected to be sent to 10 to 15 countries. This move follows earlier tariff hikes during his so-called Liberation Day campaign in April, which targeted several nations before being temporarily suspended. Back home, all eyes are on President Cyril Ramaphosa as he will address the nation on Sunday, following explosive claims made by KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi that Police Minister Senzo Mchunu may have political interference in political investigations and links to controversial businessman Vusumuzi Ket Matlala. Ahead of the family meeting, Ramaphosa met with Mchunu on Friday to receive a full briefing on the allegations. Mkhwanazi also traveled to Johannesburg to participate in the discussions. And in the City of Gold, Joburg residents may be bracing for tighter wallets, but the city is opening its doors to dialogue. The City of Joburg recently concluded a series of targeted stakeholder engagement sessions aimed at unpacking the city's approved tariffs for the 2025-2026 financial year. Finance MMC Margaret Arnold is leading engagements with residents, businesses and other stakeholders to unpack changes in electricity, water, sanitation, waste and rates. A key feature is the split in prepaid electricity tariffs into 2 categories: prepaid low for indigent households and prepaid high for others. The city says the tariffs are cost reflective, aligned with Treasury guidelines, and necessary for sustainable service delivery. For the Gentlemen's Club on Bogart Radio, this is Ditaba in 2 minutes. My name is Rabbi Road.
Thank you very much, Rabbi Road. My brother King, you ready with yours?
Yay, bo. What it do, man? Hey, this is King Bruce. Hey, you are tapped in with Truth Be Sad, Business and Tech Edition, where we break down business game, tech breakthroughs, and legacy moves. No matter if you from 3rd Ward or Soweto Yards, we got you covered, man. Hey, did you know South African cities and new energy players out here are flipping the whole power game? They're turning sunlight into cash flow for people. Now, what y'all think about that? Before we dive in deep with this, here's what's happening on the ground. New renewable energy trading companies are helping businesses earn cash back just for going green. Cape Town's solar wheeling program is paying residents and businesses to push extra energy back into the grid. They already paid out 55 million rands. This means less load shedding, more money circulating in the community, and a brand new playbook for building self-sufficient neighborhoods. So, see, there's a new player in town called Amply Energy out here showing us how to not just survive but thrive by turning your energy into a revenue stream. Instead of just buying power, you can now sell your surplus back to the grid. That's cash money, man. Okay, and is also community empowerment all in one move. Cape Town is proving that you don't have to wait on national fixes. You can take control and move smart. So here's how to tap into that right now. You can check out the city municipal solar programs like Cape Town's Cash for Power program. You can see your business start selling power back to the grid, which once again you can make money. And selling your surplus back to the grid is not just a business move. It's a chance to build a movement. Okay, so these movements need that connection, and that's why we need platforms like what we're going to be talking about today, okay? Helping creators and businesses amplify their impact online, okay? So that is the business and tech update. Legacy don't build itself, man. You gotta move different. Truth be said, empowering you one fact at a time.
Thank you very much for that, my brothers. And shout out to Robbie Rhodes, and of course giving us those news updates. And we also want to hear from you. Tell us what you think about social media. Why do you use social media? And of course, our guest is a specialist. You heard about him and what he does. And he'll take us through his company that he represents, and he'll tell us about that social media. So quickly, let's hear from what you have to say, and let's first look at social media. What you guys have to say. Nonjebo Sikazwe says, I use social media for research purposes, but my products on my business page, Think Fast Group, We Solve 4X, Navcock National Head Office. I catch up on the latest news pages with news and updates, and that's what she uses it for. Okay, so MSC Shabela says to connect with pirate supporters. That's what she uses social media for. And then Nioza Situke says to interact with the world. So let's take a listen what social media has done to relationships. And I don't know, man, some people got relationships on social media and some people lost relationships because of social media. So let's take a listen to this one.
What is the number one thing people like that people dissolve their marriages on?
It used to be money. Now I really believe that social media has changed the entire landscape of relationships. The entire landscape. I remember when I started on divorce court, you never hear about it.
Yeah.
Now it's the go-to feel-good device when she's getting on my nerves or he's getting on my nerves. I used to have to leave the house to cheat. Now I can cheat on you sitting next to you.
Easy access.
I'm with easy access. And we are not creatures willing to deal with a lot of discomfort. So instead of having the argument with you, I go online, do some subtext, Facebook. A guy from junior high says hello, who's not currently getting on my nerves. Next thing you know,
or
there's an error made.
All right, gents, I don't know what you make of that. And of course, Dior, I mean, what do you think of that, brother?
I mean, it's to be expected. I won't lie to you.
It is to be expected.
It's to be expected, man. Especially with I don't want to frame Instagram here, but Instagram has been. I see there's a lot of posts there about like the standards in a relationship, and they continuously increasing on Instagram, and people just take that and expect that in their day-to-day life, I mean, of course, expect what you expect from your partner, but don't base it off of what you see on the internet, Yeah. No,
some crazy stuff, man. People that say a man must. This is there was another trend that went on, and the guys were actually flipping the roles and say a woman must do this. We expect this. She must pay for her own hair. Before I'm with her, she must take me out.
I know what you. Fair exchange, man. Fair exchange.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a listen to one last comment, and then we want to talk about your business. Let's take a listen to this one.
If you look at my Instagram, I'm not posting a selfie every day. I post about songs. I'm like promoting stuff. Instagram is a promotional tool. That is the point of Instagram. Whenever I see a selfie, I want to reach out to that person and be like, are you having an all right day? Because that is them they're having a shit day and they want people to be like, oh my God, you look amazing. And that'll make them, that'll bring them up. And it's never, but it's quite a serious thing. I think like Instagram, it has this like, I'm not ragging on Instagram. Social media in general has this like sheen of like life is perfect, and it makes everyone else feel like shit because they're like, well, why isn't my life perfect? But really the person behind the thing posting the perfect life is having a shit day, and they want people to be like, oh my God, this is great. And it's all smoke and mirrors basically.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about your business, brother. These are all the challenges that you are facing with the kind of people that we have. And as you heard in the last clip, people are broken and they want validation, and you can see a lot in some of the posts that this one wants to be liked, want to be comforted, and if they don't get the likes, it's probably a bad day for them.
Yeah. No, man. And coincidentally, what we're trying to do is for Pluck, that's the name of the platform.
Yes.
PLUC. You can find it on Google Play Store. Currently launching it on iOS. Incidentally, our goal is to create a community where you feel valued. So none of that fake mask stuff. We're just trying to really make it a platform where everyone can come on, find the community, just share and be involved. People can come on and create businesses there. I mean, there's a lot in the pipeline, but that's primarily what we're working on right now.
Yeah, let's talk about Pluck. When was it formed, established, and who started it?
Well, I came onto it actually February this year. It was established, I believe, June 2024.
Okay.
Yes, the person that started is Dior.
Okay.
Yeah. And from man, I can't remember where he's from.
Okay.
But currently, right now, he's in America, just handling some of the stakeholders there.
Yeah.
We're receiving quite a bit of interest worldwide from it. So
really,
yeah.
Okay, so what makes it different to all the other platforms?
Our primary thing is we allow content creators to monetize their content. Especially here in Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you know, in Africa, I mean, worldwide, TikTok has funds to pay their content creators. Facebook has their thing. Instagram has their thing to pay their content creators. But none of that actually reaches down here in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
So we've created a platform where you can control your money.
Mm-hmm.
Through subscriptions, paid posts. You can make a post and someone comes and unlocks it for about 250 if they're really 250, not 250 rand.
Oh,
you can pick how much actually. It's up to the content creators control how much they want the post to be unlocked for, but you can come down and just unlock the post and show some love. You can donate, you can subscribe with like a monthly subscription sort of thing
onto somebody else's page.
Yes, and what that does is it unlocks all of the posts.
Okay. We know that social media used to be far more flexible until brands started actually taking it over. Like we've seen how brands started changing Facebook. We saw how not TikTok, but Facebook, X lost a lot of revenue because, Elon Musk took it over. And but are you impacted by brands at this moment, or are you purely standalone? And how does the revenue, work out better for clients? Because we know these other ones are driven by the brands that are on those platforms.
No, we're standalone currently.
Okay.
And we plan to be standalone for quite a long time. We don't have any plans to open up ads as of the current moment for businesses just to come on. If you look at the other platforms such as Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, where they derive their value is from ads, the companies that come on and advertise. In terms of revenue, I mean, I know King Bruce here has an account. I follow him. He can attest to the monetary power that you get on it. I think he managed to make something small on it.
Yeah. I was impressed at the fact that I was just posting like how I normally post on all my social medias, and just opened it up one day, and I had a donation that was sent to me, and I thought that was pretty dope. Yeah, that was awesome.
Okay. So you're saying the earning possibilities are how? Let's just break those out. You said through donations, through what are the other generation or income generation moves for creatives?
So currently we have donations, we have locked posts, so someone can come and unlock a post. We have subscriptions as well.
Explain that, please, the lock post.
Okay, so let's say you, Mr. Zach, let's say you, Uncle Zach, you come on and you want to make a post on behalf of Bogart or whatever it may be. You're having an event, you want to do a pre-launch, whatever. Someone can come on and say, okay, this post has been unlocked a few times, or I value this person's content. Let me unlock this post, see what it is. And they pay whatever amount you put up on for it, and it gets unlocked.
And then so whatever they donate comes directly to you, or does the company take its own split?
We take our own splits.
Okay.
But the large majority of it goes to the content creators.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so we can actually keep the platform alive,
Yeah.
But a large majority of it goes to content creators.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we need you guys to be able to make a living for us to make a living. So in our best interest, we try to give you as much power as we can.
Okay, so...
and also I want to mention the donation as well was also anonymous too, right?
Yeah.
So I couldn't see who actually did it. So shout out to whoever gave me that donation. Appreciate you. But I thought that was awesome too, that anybody can donate to your channel, to your cause, to your whatever you're doing on the platform itself.
Yeah. And then what kind of mindset must you have to be on this platform? Because you already said Facebook is for the older generation. Who are you for? Like Generation X, or like what generation are you targeting for this platform?
And we're multi-generational.
Okay.
Really, it's a mindset thing, or not age thing.
Yeah.
So if you want to come on and just find a community, we're there for you. We're building a lot of community building features. We are the first to integrate voice comments. So that means if someone makes a funny post, you can actually laugh out loud at them instead of typing LOL. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure you've heard, I'm sure you've heard a lot of funny voice notes getting sent to your radio station. Now you can get that in your comment section.
Oh, that's dope.
Yes.
I have a question for you. So when people do their content, we're dealing in the realm of IPs.
Yes.
Once that process and that information goes up, who owns that IP? Do they maintain their ownership, or do they freely give that with the hope or the joy of benefiting from the revenue? Kind of like Tidal, if you will.
Okay, I think that one, I'll have to talk to the legal team a bit more just to... It's an interesting question. Thank you for that, actually. I'm going to have to talk to the legal team about that to find out, and I'll definitely spin back and tell you the answer. Hopefully we have a second interview where I can come on and answer any questions that anyone's had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. So where to from here? I mean, for the business, what are you guys looking at? Because as you said, there's an evolution of social media in the next couple of years. Mm-hmm. AI has a big impact. Does AI have an impact on your platform too?
Yes, AI has an impact in the content that you find. So, it's like the algorithm on TikTok's biggest value is their algorithm. I won't lie to you. They have an amazing algorithm. So we're also trying to implement something that will show you what you want to see.
Okay, explain that. I mean, to a Facebook person, so many of them don't understand what an algorithm
I think you feel a certain type of way about that Facebook thing. You know what I'm saying?
No, because I know my generation is there. My people are there. That's why I'm talking to my people. So what is an algorithm to anybody who doesn't understand what that means?
Okay, so algorithm is just code. At the end of it's just code. But what it does essentially is it shows you what you're interested in.
Okay.
Yes. So if you like listening to podcasts, educational podcasts, our algorithm will come on and show you that content, educational podcast. If you're coming on feeling a bit upset, or our algorithm will catch onto that and show you if you want to feel happier. You interact with happier content, and it will start showing you that if you're feeling down and you just want to loathe a bit, it will show you more sad content.
Yeah.
So it really depends on what you want to see on that day.
And it's AI driven.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if I'm correct, I believe you mentioned before to me that this is one of Africa's first AI powered.
Yes. Yes, it is. I think we're also one of Africa's first social media platform.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
And we're pushing our milestones here. We're breaking new ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to do this not just for South Africa, but the whole of Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we're very undervalued in the content that we create.
How challenging is it for you guys to break into the African market, South Africans particularly, knowing very well that, you know, most people are glued to the Silicon Valley type of social media platforms?
What I've seen is that goes with age.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. The older we are, the lesser we want to gravitate to the new stuff. Is that what you say?
No, that's actually the opposite.
Oh, okay.
The older you are, the more love you're showing to an African-based platform.
Oh.
There's a lot of patronage and
okay.
Yeah, love for that. But the younger you are, the more hesitant you are to go away from like the Silicon Valley, the Western, and the TikTok. The more hesitant you are to come home.
Okay, so the average base of your viewer, your user base, is it the older?
Currently, it's slanted to the older.
Okay.
But we're definitely going to get a lot more younger people soon.
Mm-hmm.
We're actually launching a campaign this month, affiliate links. We're launching a lot of affiliate links, you know.
Oh, what does that mean?
So it means if you as a content creator want to bring people onto the platform, obviously, like, you can post something on TikTok and Instagram and then cut it off halfway and say the continuation is on plug, you know, where they can actually pay and unlock it. So you make a revenue from that. But if you use an affiliate link, that means for the person coming on and creating an account or downloading the app, you also get paid. Yeah, we'll upload the funds into your account, into your plug wallet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as soon as you open an account, you can open up a plug wallet. There's no need for you to wait for 1,000 subscribers or followers. There's no red tape around those issues.
No, the wallet comes with the account.
Okay.
Yeah. So as you know, King Bruce, I don't think he went in and looked for how to open a wallet. He just one day opened the app and oh wow,
seeing the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what do you need to plug in? Like, you have to plug in your tax number, like your bank account details, or how do you withdraw from that account?
Withdrawing from the account, you just have to provide your account details. But also, what we are doing is you can actually get a statement from our platform.
Okay.
So what that means for content creators is you can actually go to the bank and show them, look, this is a source of revenue, and
really,
yeah, and you can apply for loans, you can get a mortgage, or you can, you know, get a car.
That's when he was telling me that, I was like, man, that is very innovative, because I'm sure a lot of content creators would like to have that kind of feature. You know, I'm not sure if any other social media platform is doing that, but when it was expressed to me, I thought that was just amazing.
Absolutely beautiful, man. So let's talk about some of the features. You know, I mean, I spoke to you last week about is there live streaming on your platform? What are the other cool features that we can make use of, especially as a station? I mean, you know, Bogart Radio and what we do. What do you think we can benefit from it as a station?
As a station currently, you can benefit from building up the community and interacting with your community, you know, starting your initiatives, like the Gentlemen's Club and such. As of right now, we are still quite young, so we're just working on getting it completely stabilized to like Instagram and TikTok speeds, getting our servers and everything sorted. So features like live streaming, and I don't want to spoil too much, you know, there's quite a few features I have lined up.
Okay.
But most of them will be implemented before the year ends. We're just in a bit of a crunch period now where we're really pushing to get our quality up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we know that a lot of the, you know, the especially the big ones, I mean, they've got these data houses. Do you guys have a data house based here, or is it in the US?
We're working on getting our data house in. As soon as our office is done, we'll be getting a data house.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So right now, all the information is stored at a cloud storage space. So like, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, cool. Any how do you sell this to the people that are watching and listening, man? Those who want to join in, and the opportunities for these creators, please sell it in the next 2 minutes or so.
in less than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
As a content creator, I mean, you're on the platform to make a profit. You know, come on to Plug. Take control of your monetization. If you will have any questions or would like to be part of the affiliate program, you can email me at info@plug.co.za. That's info@pluc.co.za. Man, just come on and enjoy the ride. I'm telling you, you're gonna miss out. If you don't come on, you're going to miss out.
Yeah, I must tell you that I did open an account this week for the Gentleman's Club.
Amazing.
I just need to post a lot more, but I have opened it up, and I want to play around with it, man. I want to play around with it and see how I do.
And please enjoy it. I mean, I'll be more than happy to give you guys an affiliate link too, so you can also benefit from.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, cool. And then, all right, gents, any last words on your side that you need to ask him? And we've got 2 minutes to go. The next show is coming up at between 11 and 1 p.m. Any last word on your side? You good?
Yeah, I'm still feeling some kind of way about the Facebook story.
You heard by that.
I love Facebook. You know, it connected me with everybody from the 70s.
This guy.
But what do you use it for, though?
Strictly trolling. Strolling and strolling or trolling, they're the same, right?
No.
All right, man. Anything on your side, my brother?
No, just so far since you've been at Plug, how has the experience been as far as the users? Like, have you been getting any good positive feedbacks? How's it been?
Man, you've been getting a lot of love. You've been getting so much love. The way we're growing so quick, it's actually mind blowing. By this time next year, man, we'll be something that everyone knows about.
Yeah.
Nice.
Shout out, man.
And,
shout out.
And is it for the full Africa
Yes.
continent? It's not just South Africa,
The
is
full
it?
Africa.
Okay, all right.
Brilliant, man. Shout out Dior. Thank you very much for joining us, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank you for being so cool and so calm, and yet you've got such a huge responsibility. And we wish you all the best, man, because you are playing in a space that is keeping us all glued to our small devices, and there's so many players out there in your game, and you guys, I wish you all the best to rise and rise and rise, and be that leading social media platform in Africa. So we wish you all the best, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Zach.
Thank you very much, man. All right, so we're signing out, and of course the next team is coming on between 11 and 1 p.m. and they are going to be Echoes of the City, and of course my girl Zandi Soul is going to be here also a bit later. All right, so this has been the Gentleman's Club. Gentlemen, thank you very much. And lady, thank you very much. For Rosa, for taking care of business on the other side, man. All right, so we're back again next week. May God be with you and take care of you. Ralnganya, be good and stay safe. We out.
Yeah. But can you say it in another way? Like, how do you say you don't want to take a picture in anher way?
Exactly. He
That's a
finally
while.
apologized, guys. Ngicela ukuthi nimxoleleni hle,
Oh, hayi nyani.
ngixoleleni umntana wami.
No, like give him a break. I think it's okay to forgive people, yes? Forgive and move on. But like
Good
with the
problem,
theme, what more could she have done? I mean, if you look at how, did you want her to dress how people dressed for the Metro FM Music Awards?
Yeah, South Africa keeps on failing me all the damn time. With the theme of the Metros being something about
Crowning
greatness.
greatness. Yeah, the theme was crowning greatness.
A lot of there was nothing great about a
Yo,
lot of
yeah.
looks, especially because they always go there looking like they're going to a trick dance as a Pinoni High. Everyone that won, guys, deserved to
Mr.
win.
Teller, man.
Like,
oh,
everyone that won
Give it
deserved
out.
to win.
Makati won Artist of the Year.
Yeah.
But Makati really, I believe
Like,
Makati
she's
deserved
been
Artist of the
working.
Year.
No,
She's been working
She
hard.
was flying there over her crowd. Because I mean, now Shebeshit is out there slapping his fans and hitting them, threatening to even shoot them. I mean, and he's never been cancelled for that.
Yeah.
And
But can you say it in another way? Like, how do you say you don't want to take a picture in another way?
exactly. He finally apologized, guys. No,
like give him a break. I think it's okay to forgive people, yes? Forgive and move on. But like with the theme, what more could she have done? I mean, if you look at how, did you want her to dress how people dressed for the Metro FM Music Awards?
Yeah, South Africa keeps on failing me all the damn time. With the theme of the Metros being something about
crowning greatness.
Crowning greatness.
Yeah, the theme was crowning greatness.
A lot of there was nothing great about a lot of looks, especially because they always go there looking like they're going to a metric dance as a Pinoni High. Everyone that won, guys, deserved
Mr.
to win.
Tellerman.
Like,
everyone
that won
deserved
to win.
Makati won Artist of the Year.
Yeah,
but Makati really, I believe Makati deserved Artist of the Year. She's been working hard.
She was flying there over her crowd. Because I mean, now Shebeshit is out there slapping his fans and hitting them, threatening to even shoot them. I mean, and he's never been cancelled for that.
Yeah, but can you say it in another way? Like, how do you say you don't want to take a picture in another way?
Exactly. He finally apologized, guys. No, like
give him a break. I think it's okay to forgive people, yes? Forgive and move on. But like with the theme, what more could she have done? I mean, if you look at how, did you want her to dress how people dressed for the Metro FM Music Awards?
Yeah, South Africa keeps on failing me all the damn time. With the theme of the Metros being
crowning greatness. Yeah, the theme was crowning greatness.
A lot of there was nothing great.
It shocks me sometimes when someone says no, but I try to introspect. I look at it and I'm like, actually, well done to you. Like the fact that you're able to be like, no, like we're not doing that.
No comes across as a form of a boundary. But in that boundary, you create peace for you. And yeah, fair enough. Some people can't handle honesty these days. But
it's so important to say no, guys. I think sometimes it's good to even say it without even over-explaining. Yeah. I think you feel the need to over-explain, like you said, because you want to protect the person's feelings.
As much as it's a short word, but it goes a long way in protecting yourself and your boundaries.
It's so important to protect yourself and your peace, because imagine saying yes to something that will just bring
cool.
you
I
stress.
think today we can.
You know, you don't want that, and then you're constantly in a cycle of guilt because you're like, I shouldn't have said yes to that. I should have allowed that. You know, so and I feel like everyone does experience a bit of that. So learning how to say no is important. I'm still learning because I just genuinely struggle to be like no. Like I try and find excuses and I try and be like, you know, and sometimes I try and just do it anyway, even if I don't want to. You know, especially with family.
Yeah, that's the worst. They'll hold you at ransom. Those ones.
Yeah, it's definitely no one's responsibility to help you. You know, you can't have that sense of entitlement. You know, and I say this even to your own family and friends. You know, however, it is weird. I find it a bit weird. I mean, if you have the means to help somebody, I think it's not only the biblical thing to do. This lady was practically explaining that she was down and out and a lot was going on with her finances, but she has a friend that is actually a millionaire that can actually sort her out. So you can just imagine how it actually hurts when someone who is that millionaire is looking at you and your car is getting repossessed. And I mean, you shouldn't be entitled to people's stuff at all, friends or family. But I'm sure it does sting a bit when they can't, or they decide to not help you. But however, if someone is saying that, dude, my car is being repossessed, here are the emails, this is what they are sending, unless your friend is scamming you, I don't know. Very bad friend. You know, but I feel like if this is a true friend and this is a genuine friend and they are telling you that, you know, this is what's going on in my life, you know, I don't think it's a big issue to just be like, okay, dude, like here's the 10K, and then if you feel hesitant, you can just be like, send me those account details and let me just pay them and I'll give you the proof of payments in case you feel like your friend might maybe not even pay them. You know, might just take the money and eat it anyway. You don't know, because it'll be upsetting to help that friend with that amount of money just to find out that they didn't even do that with the money. Because remember, when you are the giver of money, you also feel entitled to the result. That what did you do to the money that I gave you?
You as the receiver, do you feel the responsibility to pay back? Because now when you're seeing now you're out like the random meeting with a friend and the first encounter is awkward because now you think, you borrowed me 10K last week. Now we're out here having lunch. Now you sit there and you're thinking, how and when do I start paying you back?
Hence, I try to not put myself in those situations because I just have a horrible nature of feeling indebted. And when I feel indebted to you, you'll ask me for things, and because you helped me, I will also feel the need to. Next thing you're telling me, hey, please babysit to these
no
3
goes
kids.
out the
You know, I can't say no because you helped me with 10K to pay for my car, and now you're asking me to babysit your children. If I say no, I'm gonna feel so horrible because you were able to help me 10K. So I'm gonna say bring those kids. It's fine. Next thing you're asking me to, I don't know, like
now there's no more no.
Now there's no more no.
Like
that's hard. That inner piece was gone.
Bogart, man, has dressed us up, and I'm in my second outfit. Can you believe it, man? It's never been done on radio before. Come on, man. I keep changing. Come on, man. Hey, man. You don't play with power, Chief. Osrina, welcome to it. Thank you so much for joining us. It's looking good, and thanks to you, because you always make sure that we look good. How are you?
Ay, vukile ngobona tabalabala ilanguage ya mina or
akuna maka wana manonga chavi ikona
mina ningakumimbale it's casual formally.
Okay.
I need to be kungaswi balabala njani but singena ka formally singena